Tell you the truth.
It's big glow, the biggest glow. It don't shit get bigger than that, bitch. You feel me? Riding in the fast car, smoking, thinking about my life. Help me out when I can help myself. I love you more than life. Count me out, they must ain't good at math, cause they ain't count right. You cheated on me at my lowest. You know I still owe you right. Ain't nothing in this world free. And playing with me might cost your life. I'm really eating these bitches up. All the fuck they do is fight. Castle ratchet hoes don't play about me. All they do is fight. My little nigga ain't no killer. He a hustler. All he shoot is dice. My bills paid, my sauce right. Ain't man nigga. Hustle myself to the top. Can't nobody say they can't shit. It's times I wanna give up. Have to remember that I prayed for this. Looking back on all the shit I've been through, I was made for this. Yo, I'm in that phone. You bitches couldn't see me on no day, not even your birthday. I'm in that phone. I'm still hustling every day like I ain't having this shit. I'm in that phone. I came from the struggle for real. I was first to go back. I'm in that phone. In the nosebleed. Nobody was on top of me. Now I'm courtside. John Moran compared to ball me. Let me get some meant to pay more than the house. I'm on my way there now. If you ain't here since I've been rich, that shit don't even count. My people say it's fuck you. I look at you like my enemy. So in it, hold it, keep shit with my office, not a friend of me. When it come to this, I just put it play my life. Never put my all in nothing, cause I'm a tweak out by my heart. Tweak out by my feelings. Tweak out on these niggas. Hey, that's why I'm hard as now. Hard on now, you niggas don't got. I'm in that phone. It's payback for all that time I laid back. They gotta feel me in that phone. Ain't anybody getting in the way, get steps on steps. I'm in that phone. I'm feeling like baby right now. I can't be fucked with. I'm in that mother. Got a crib in the first cities, but I'm Memphis to the heart. Slap the shit wagon, lamb or the bed. All my shit push the stars. In the streets like a yellow line, in the hood like a motor. I'm too cold to be unthawed, and too raw to keep up though. Give my heart to who I'm fully proof. Time is it through the hood, it's too. My circle's so small. We could all fit in one hula hoop. What bitch you know jumped off the porch bigger than clothes? I'll wait if you can make it out this shit. I'll applaud you, bitch. I don't hate them.
I was about to say, I congratulate.
Hey, I'm in that phone. I'm in that phone. I'm in that motherfucking phone. Gorilla. Hey, hey. Con.
So I've been playing that. I'm gonna play that probably all day because it is time to turn up in whatever you do in your life. Because I don't know about you, but things is going down over here at the Givens home. uh as far as the bills and things. First of all, let me clock you in. You have officially been clocked into What's Tea, What's Quiz about MP. It is 6:07 and we are clocked in for the day. I do these every morning, either the What's the Tea or the Car Chronicles, to help motivate, inspire, educate, activate, and entertain Black women as we go through this clusterfuck together of whatever this administration is trying to do to destroy us mentally, physically, financially, and spiritually. I figured that there needed to be a place for us to come to just figure out what we're going to do, strategize, plan, vent, cry, laugh, whatever we need to do together. I needed a place for that because I kept looking for it everywhere and I couldn't find it. Every place I went to, as soon as I felt safe, either I was attacked or somebody else that I had grew a relationship with was attacked, and we don't get down like that. We need a place where a Black woman can come and be her authentic self without having to worry about being torn down by other Black women. I could not find that anywhere, and I do mean anywhere. So I decided I'll create it. So here we are. So welcome to What's Tea, What's the Quiz about MP, a safe space for Black women to come and decide what we're going to do to get through this together. Because at the end of the day, we are all we got. But that's all right, because we all we need. So I start off with the first segment, What's Tea? And it's basically things that I see that I think should be brought to our attention that I don't even know if we're noticing. I'm kind of seeing that as the world goes under, black women are not considered worth saving, right? 350,000 of us lost our jobs. I have not seen one movement, one mention of anything to help those 350,000 black women that lost their jobs. Have the same people that orchestrated the boycott Walmart, boycott Target, boycott this, boycott that. I have not seen them use that power that they have to do anything to help these 350,000 black women um, that have lost their jobs get through what they're having to get through. Because I'm not one of the 350 women, 2,050 women that lost their jobs, but I am one that lost my clinic because for some reason the insurance companies decided that they wasn't going to pay me for like 5 months. And then because of the fact that the majority of my patients, well, not the majority, but I do have a lot of black women patients who you lose your job, you lose your insurance. So you have no health care. And they were struggling, and I was helping them out for free. But at the end of the month, my bills are still due. So we're all, you going to the unemployment office? No, I'm not going to the unemployment office. I'm always awake this early because I'm a business owner. I'm a business owner, and I'm a motivational coach. I get people to where they need to go mentally, physically, financially, and spiritually. And I'm awake this early because this is what I do. Like, I can't sleep late when I see my people suffering. I can't sleep in when my bills aren't paid. I can't sleep in when I know that this I call it the big bullshit bill, is about to cost a lot of people their lives. As an adult geriatric nurse practitioner, I'm getting a lot of calls from elders not knowing how they're going to survive because they're having to choose between paying their medications and paying their mortgage, or paying for their medications and paying for their pills. As an adult geriatric nurse practitioner practicing medicine in 8 different states, I'm getting a lot of calls from women who are tired and burnt the fuck out, and then still expected to work them 8 hours, and knowing them 8 hours is not going to pay their bills. Then add a part-time job, an additional 4 hours, still can't pay them bills. Still got to come home, cook, clean, take care of the kids, and talk to your husband even when you don't feel like it. I'm just being real. Like, I am seeing a lot of that, and so it was like I normally get up at anywhere from 3:30 to 4:30, but this morning I was up at 2 because this was really, really, really heavy on my heart because all, when I say all of my friends are struggling, and I don't know how I became the strong friend, but I'm the one that they all lean on, and this is how I know they all struggling because they all are leaning on me right now. I'm seeing that black women are not living up to we're not tapping into our power. A lot of us are clocking out completely, and I know this for a fact because I damn near did. And I did a whole video on Thursday. Like Thursday, I was just like, fuck it. I'm not doing this no more. They can have a license. They can have a house. They can have a car. I'm keeping my land though. I can put a tent on my land if I need to. But I was really about to clock out, and because I did it, and like I said, I that's a five. That's a five. I don't consider myself the strongest friend, but obviously they do since they all leaning on me. And if I'm about to clock out as the strongest friend, I can just imagine what my friends are going through, and that bothers me. So I decided that I wanted to do a webinar. I'm sorry I can't do it free. I would love to do it free, but like I said, my bills ain't paid from all the free visits that I already do. So I decided to do a webinar. We're tired women that feel stuck. We can come and figure out what can we do physically and mentally to help us get to the financially part. Like we're gonna work on physical, mental. We're gonna touch on spiritual because any room that I go in, God is automatically there. Like that's the number one rule for me. I don't enter a room that God is not present. If God's not present in that room, you can count me out. I don't give a damn if they talking about $1 million deals. I'll struggle month to month if I have to. I don't want to. I hope you heard me. I don't want to, but I will if that's what God has planned for me. But I won't turn my struggle into step into a room that God is not in. Webinars. We're going to do us first, and then once we get first, we're going to do the financial. That's a five. That's a five. See, I was in prayer about that, and I was not 100% sure if I wanted to do that. On the 19th is the day we'll do the webinar for the mental and the physical, where we talk about the labs. We will talk about the hormones you need to watch. We will talk about foods that you can eat to perk your energy, things that you can even drink to help balance your hormones. And we'll be doing that in the webinar. And then on the 19th, and then the week after that, that's when we'll be doing the business webinar. We'll talk about things like budgets, corners to cut, things you could do yourself instead of paying for them, things of that nature. And if you have a business, it's really going to be centered on ways to market that business and things that you can do. And then inside of those webinars, we will be networking with each other and figuring out who has what business so we can help each other grow. Because that's the purpose of the webinars are for women to stop being tired, stop being burnt out, and stop feeling like they're in it alone. Because a lot of it, that is the biggest part of that burnout, is you feel like you all by yourself, ain't nobody going through what you're going through. Black women, in one form or another, we all suffer the exact same thing on a daily basis. Because majority of the reason why you're going through what you're doing because you're a black woman. Honestly, with my resume and my 5-star reviews, know if I was a white man, I would already be a billionaire. But since I'm a black woman, I'm less trusted. And even though statistics show and research show black women are the most educated being in the world, for some reason, being a black woman makes the world question your knowledge and assume that you were given those letters and didn't earn them. So, I get another question. Y'all know I can't see. You going to go to the unemployment office. Good morning, Yasmin. I don't know what that is. Goat, me, whatever. Angel 817. Good morning. So moving on to the what's tea? Continue wrapping it up. Basically, I am busted and disgusted, and I'm tired, and I need a change. And so I've decided that what I want to do is a webinar to start a movement of black women to give us the energy and the goals and the directions that we need for what's to come. Because a lot of us, it looks like you're in the afterlife. You're weird. That's weird. I'm sorry, but it is very weird. So y'all know the devil is always trying to distract me, and since I have ADHD, that's not hard to do, and that's the reason why a lot of times I don't even look at the comments because some of y'all be, Jesus be offense. You know what? I can't. I rebuke in the name of my black Jesus. I call it my friends laugh at me, but I call it my bitch be gone spray. Certain people you just don't want to hear. See, thank you. As soon as I said that, the numbers dropped in half. Good, thank you. I'm glad. Be careful of who you let into your space, especially if you're tired and burnt out, because allowing the wrong people in your space can intensify that feeling. And if you're already tired and burnt out, and somebody adds more to your plate, where do you go next? And this is Suicide Prevention Month, along with Sepsis Prevention Month. And I'm noticing that a lot of people are tired and burnt out already. So the next step to that could be harmful to you or other people. So we need to get these feelings in check. Don't try to play the victim. You said, "Is this the afterlife?" Which was it was a question, but how could this be the afterlife? Yeah, I tell y'all the truth. So anyway, back to what I was saying. So that is what's the tea. The tea is that I'm tired of the way things are going, and I want to start a movement of black women that are just as tired as I am and ready to do something about it. Clock that. Okay, moving on to what we're not going to do as black women. I think that the most important thing that I can say what we're not going to do today is we're not going to keep doing the wrong shit. We're not going to keep doing things that don't bring value to our pockets, to our happiness. We're not gonna keep doing the same shit. If it's the job that's causing your stress, then you finna make a plan on how to exit that job. If it's your man that's causing your stress, you can make a plan on either fixing that or cutting those ties. If it's family and friends that's draining you, every time you go around them, you're gonna put up your boundaries and limit their access to you, whatever it is. And I don't know why you keep doing these dead skulls in my comments, but just know everything you try on me is gonna come back to you, and everything that you try to me is gonna come back to you tenfold. So if I was you, I'd take that shit on somewhere. I tell you, don't play with me. I'm not one of those. So go on with your life so you can keep it. Just go, move around, move around. I'm telling you, I don't like to be threatened, and my ancestors definitely don't like for me to be threatened. So if I was you, I'd take that bullshit somewhere else. Go play with them because I'm not the one or the two or the three. Because fucking with me will have your whole life turned upside down. So take them skulls and go on about your business. Because I don't understand why you would come to a positive life with that negative energy anyway. It says living up to others' expectations will drain you just to be approved by someone else's standard. I just did a live this morning about that, where I was talking about how the fact that I am a cusser. I come from a long family of cussing Christians. And I was on my personal live as a nurse practitioner. I am a nurse practitioner. I was on my personal live cursing because I had to close my office down. Like I told y'all, I've been giving a lot of free visits because people's insurance were paying. Okay, so you want to play? You want to play? I've already told you that them skulls is gonna get your ass toe up, and you did a whole nother thing. All right. So, with that being said, I did a whole live where I talked about how I cursed because I was very upset that some people in my local town have started basically a campaign against me and decided not to come to my clinic, which I didn't care about. But the patients that I do have, they went to, let's see, there we go. Thank you. They went around town spreading rumors on me to try to keep people coming from my office. And the patients that I do have, they harassed them because when I closed the clinic down, they went to them and told them that I was closing my practice down. I was just not going to tell them, and so the patients were very upset and upsetting a patient who has health issues causes them more health issues. So it was a husband and wife. She got upset, started going to the hospital. He got upset. I never seen him raise his voice. He was so upset, asking me why they keep coming up to him. Every time he goes out of his house, they're coming up to him, telling this. So he finally started yelling and telling them, ask me. So I did a video where I cussed them out and told them to leave my patients the fuck alone. But because I'm a nurse practitioner, they told me I'm not allowed to cuss, and basically said I was an embarrassment to the nursing profession because I was cussing out people that was fucking with me. So yeah, trying to live up to other people's standards because because of that during my live this morning, I accidentally said the word fuck because I am trying to not cuss. Because if it's that big of an issue where you want to call the whole East Texas nurses against me for cussing on my live, because it's not professional. So I'm trying not to cuss. But that's a five. That's a five. And it's funny that they say that you're supposed to be authentically you, right? But when I came to this county and opened up my clinic, my father told me the same thing. He said that a lot of people came up to him and told him that they thought about coming to see me, but since I cuss, they won't. And I'm just like, but the doctor you're seeing now has a whole drug habit. I'm supposed to say that. The doctor you're seeing right now has a substance abuse, and everybody knows it. But you're okay with that, but you won't come see me because I'm cussing. So living up to other people's standards, it is draining, and it's very draining for me as a black woman because of the fact that I hold 5 degrees. I own my own medical clinic, but every time I have a conversation to tell people this, it's like they're in awe and they don't believe me, and I have to prove it. And everything that I know as far as medicine that I try to share with people, it's like they won't believe me, but they will believe people that have lied to them like over and over again. Like when I bring up something that's different from the CDC, they'll look at me and say, "Well, I'm gonna trust the CDC," but the CDC has been proven to have lied to you several times. I have been doing lives since 2018, and I have not been caught in one lie, not one, and that's on my mama. But for some reason, I can't be trusted because I'm a black woman, which is crazy to me because I am a black woman, but I also am I have the highest reviews in East Texas. Like there's no other provider who's been in business much longer than me because I've been in business for 7 years. I have more 5-star reviews than any other practitioner in my area. I'm actually going through the whole state of Texas trying to find one, and I haven't. The local hospitals that have been in business forever, they do not have as many 5-star reviews. Actually, they don't have 5-star reviews. They have 3-star reviews and 2-star reviews. Like there are very few with 5-star. The last time I checked, my review rating was 4.97, and that's because I got a 1-star review from this person that I Betty, and I went and looked it up to see if there was a person. The Betty is spelled strange on the review, so I can't remember if it was Betye something like that. It was spelled weird, so it was easy for me to copy that and put it in my patient log for that patient, and that patient does not exist. So I got a 1-star review from that person, hater, and that's what dropped me down from a 5-star. But I had 5-star reviews straight for 6 years, and it's not right now because somebody hating on my name, but that was a little bit off topic. So getting back to what we're not gonna do, we're not gonna continue to do the things that doing the wrong shit. If whatever you're doing now, if it ain't working, then we need to figure out a plan and figure out what we're gonna do different. All right, okay. So she's doing that. This morning it was supposed to be she did that. It was supposed to be Nia. Yeah, shit. But she sent it to me right before I started, and I had already changed to another one that I was going to do because she hadn't sent it to me, and she's not here, and I really want her here to hear this. So I'm going to go ahead and do what I started doing in the beginning. Come back tomorrow, and I've already got Mr. Martin Wednesday. I got Wednesday and Thursday, so I need a black woman in business. That's a 5. I need a black woman in business. When I got one Friday for 2, one for Friday for 2. Okay, good. I've been asking y'all to hook me up with some women in business, and you've been doing it. I really do appreciate that. So I've got enough to give me till Friday. I need one for Monday. So what she's doing, the segment is she did that, but I didn't have nobody until just now. I thought about the ones that y'all sent me. And so this one I'm going to do, she's doing that. So what I'm doing is I am promoting 5 businesses for 5 months that I have known or have been in business for 5 years. And I will be posting them on all my social media for the next 5 months. I'm going to be going hard for these 5 businesses. And I really want to suggest or challenge you to do the same. I'm doing black-owned women businesses. You can do a minority-owned business, whatever you want to do. I suggest pick 5 and shop from them basically to support them. Because with all of this stuff that's going down, I'm afraid that our business percentage, especially black business percentage, is she's here in Bella's Creations. That's the one for tomorrow. I didn't do you today, Nia, because I didn't have time to look at your stuff before I started my live. 'Cause, I did that on Facebook. I had already told them about you and told them to come back tomorrow because you wasn't here. So I said I wanted her to hear this. So I'm gonna go ahead and do what I had already planned. So I got you for tomorrow. But anyway, back to the she's doing that about the 5 businesses that I'm promoting for 5 months. that I have known for 5 years or have been in business for 5 years. And Embellis Creations is the one for tomorrow. So if you go ahead and check her out today, so you'll be more familiar with her come tomorrow. So you basically get 2 days, Miss Nia. I'm just not announcing all your stuff today, but I'm telling them where to find you at, and it's just the same. And you can follow her on Facebook as well. I know she does lives making jewelry. Listen, I don't know about you, but you're gonna have to figure out some type of way. You might need to ask her to send you an affiliate link so you can help her sell that jewelry. Because I'm pretty sure pretty soon Miss Nia is not gonna be able to do that all by herself. She's gonna need a team. So if you want to get on her team of selling jewelry, or if you want to take one of her classes that she's going to be doing real soon on how to make your own unique jewelry, then you need to follow her because we all need to be figuring out what we're going to do. And if you don't have a craft and you're looking, I suggest you follow these, get your your 5 businesses you follow. And then if you don't have a business, maybe pick one of those businesses and take one of those classes and do it yourself so we can support you too. When our 5 months are up, we're going to be looking for five more. So if you get in now, then when we get this thing up and running, we can support you the same way you supported us. And that's how it's supposed to work. So moving on to the Black MP Magic part because the sun is coming up and I got to get in the house and get to work. Every day for the Black MP Magic, I always want to give y'all with something helpful as far as health or some type of tip of the day. The tip of the day I can give you, one of the teas, my favorite ingredients in my teas that I drink every morning and night. One of my favorite herbs is holy basil. It's in the name. Holy basil, it does its thing. It's good for fatigue, stress, fog, depression. It is an antibiotic and an antiviral. It helps with blood sugar, weight loss, and inflammation. Holy basil does it all. So I have a holy basil plant in my garden, and all of this holy basil has come from either myself or my cousin slash mentor, gardening mentor, because that's where I'm learning from for the things that they already grow, and then I'm learning for some things. So how this got started was my niece has asthma, and my cousin had mullein, and I was looking for something to help asthma. Found out mullein did, and it was up and stuck from there. Healing people with herbs, or I guess magic, I guess, is something that I am very passionate about because I think there's something magical about healing people with the herbs that God grew. And from there, it just birthed this whole thing. I've got a herbal tea line that I'm launching. I'm in the process of actually changing my whole medical practice from traditional medications to herbs and food to heal our bodies naturally. So I wanted to kick you off with this holy basil. If you don't drink any other tea, especially if you're over 40, let me tell y'all, these holy basil teas, it done saved some lives. Because when I started taking this, okay, so I started it once a day, and the hot flashes decreased, but I was still having them. So when I started adding this in my tea twice a day, the hot flashes hardly ever come now. And the scariest thing for my family is if I'm arguing with somebody or fussing at somebody, and my ears started burning. Cause that's where my hot flashes. They started in my back. Like I would turn around because it felt like somebody was like a dragon was blowing heat directly in my back, and then it started in my ears. And for some reason, when my ears would start to warm, it would make me madder. So I had to find something to save lives because holy basil, get you some. You need to get my Irma healing tea. I have a menopause tea. I'm still in the process of naming and packaging it, but it's got a list of herbs that are good for your hormones, good for your depression, good for your energy, good for weight loss, all of that, all of the things that hormones hit. Because testing those hormones and things can get expensive. So I say try the tea first, and then if the tea doesn't work, then you can go get those hormones tested because a lot of stuff, even the hormones test miss. So this holy basil balances you out. So if you ain't got no holy basil, if you're wondering what herb you should grow, I recommend holy basil. Rosemary to me is like rosemary. Rosemary is a good herb to have because it has all great beneficial properties. It's hard to grow. This stuff once you get it started, it's great. So the Black NP magic tip of the day is to get you some holy basil in your life. You're going to thank me. All right? Okay. So moving on to the announcements. I'm going to kind of breeze past the announcements this week because I'm running out of time and I just don't want to. That's the truth of the matter. I'll be back with the announcements tomorrow. It's just local things going on, and I can't think of anything this week that's in. Oh yes, I take that back. Oh Nissa, yeah, I'm sorry. On September 13th, which is this Saturday in Houston, she's having a menopausal panel where they will be discussing some of the things I talked about today. And give me just a second while I bring that up. Oh, Nissa, I'm sorry, I almost forgot. I didn't. Where is it? So while I'm looking for this, I just want to let you guys know that I am doing that webinar for women who are stuck and need help in energy, physical. I'm trying to find that message. I can't find it. It was at the top. Hmm. But anyway, I'll post it to my page. But she's having that in Houston. They're having a panel where you can go out. I don't even know if it's paid. Is that it? Here we go. I never use this phone, so it's hard for me to work it. The Pause and Purpose Posse presents the Houston Humble Chapter Meetup on September the 13th, 2025, from 2 to 5. It is located at Holiday Inn at 5619 Farm Road, 1960, Humble, Texas, 77346. And my friend Onissa Mitchell Fisher will be one of the guest panelists. They will be discussing menopause weight loss strategies. We could all use that. And optimizing hormones, improving gut health. If you are in the area, I highly suggest you attend. All right. Moving right along to the end, now that we passed the announcements, I'll end this the way that I always do. I pray that you get everything you voted and prayed for. We are clocking out at 6:37, and I just want to remind you that I love you, and there's a damn thing you can do about it. Until then, I hope you have the most amazing day on and with purpose. Bye, and we out.